And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ready up. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Now watch run, watch run.
Off play action. McFarland. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. McFarland nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Ronald Darby coming from the corner.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go, baby.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go, D. Get up.
Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is Breida. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. They'll set up a screen for Breida. A gain there of 30 big ones. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run with Breida, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw is Murray. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
What are you doing?
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They'll try to run with Breida. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Hey,
Throwing on 1st down. McFarland taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
90 I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check it out, read. Just check it. Orbit. Crash. Be driven.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
36. Hey, Charlie.
Operating from the gun. McFarland. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Check, 43. Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch the safety creep. Check. Leo. Get it.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in that half. Hey, Haywood. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. Ready?
From the gun, McFarland. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McFarland. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mike 57. It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Being chased out left. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33. Murray now on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Hold that, baby, hold that.
The point after is good, and it's now 13-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
60 outlaws. Hey, watch the slant.
Looking to throw. McFarland sets up the screen to Gordon. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Hey, exit. No chance.
To throw on 2nd down. McFarland gets it to Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McFarland. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And line. That's where the return stops.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set, hut, 52. 60 out, all day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll start by running the option to the right. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And all the way down to the 5. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Breida. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. McFarland, middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Here's Breida. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Avoids him at the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Don't get nervous. Shoot.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
So the